I started sharing. Yes, I will go for sharing, and I'm sharing today's rest of the questions I will discuss and complete. Children, can you see the PPT?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir, we
that's
can
good.
see.
That's good. That's
Yes,
good.
sir.
That's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Children, if there is anything like important to be discussed, that time only I will be getting interrupted. I will provide you an opportunity for the person who raises hand and has a doubt. He will be allowed to speak. Rest of the people, like instead of responding everybody, you just through your emoji you respond it. I am moving on to the first here. This is a part 3 discussion of question paper given for periodic test 1, and we discussed up to the 20th question yesterday, and today we will start from the question number 21st. Here, coming to the 21st question, the perimeter of a triangle is 36 centimeter and its sides are in the ratio A is to B is to C, where 3 is to 4 is to 5, then find the value of B. Here, very important, it's a triangle with the ratio 3 is to 4 is to 5, where 3 parts, 4 parts, and 5 parts. Normally, whenever you see the ratio, I taught you in the class 8, make it as a parts. Our ratio constant is x, assuming let the ratio constant is x. So in a triangle, one side becomes the 3 parts, the other side becomes the 4 parts, and the third side becomes the 5 parts. Now, total together it is 12 parts, where 12 parts is the perimeter, which is equal to 36 centimeter. It means one part is 3 centimeter. So taking ratio constant as a part or as a x, you will find what is the value of x. Automatically you will get 3 3s are 9 centimeter, 5 3s are 15 centimeter, 4 3s are 12 centimeter. Actual lengths of the triangle ABC, you have got it. Now, amongst them, what is the appropriate or proportionate value of B? B is 4 parts. That means it is nothing but 12 centimeter. So that's how the right option is C. Then moving on to the question number 22. See, this question I discussed with you, and I told you this is very important question, children, very important, and most of the children are committing error. Based on this, I have given 2 questions. One is arranging in descending order. Another question is finding the product. Remember, surds are not just square roots alone. Square root is written like with a radical sign. We call this as radical sign without writing index. Without writing index, if I am writing something, that means index is minimum 2. And surds doesn't include only square roots. It includes even the cubed roots also. Cube roots, where I have mentioned cube root especially will have 3 as index. For example, cube root y. And it doesn't include only square roots and cube roots as you learned in class 8. It includes even the nth root. Nth root, n is index. It can be 4, 5, or n is any natural number, or we say positive integer. In some of the books they'll write this way, z plus. and x should not be 1. Minimum index is 2 and above. Okay, this n is a natural number or a positive integer having that n being not equal to 1. And inside, if I have got, let's say, some x radical, that radical x should be positive real number. It's a positive real number. So nth root of x, this should not belongs to rational numbers. Then only it is called surd. The definition of a surd, if you see, which is not there in textbook, again I'm telling you, just the word surd they use, that's it. He didn't tell about the definition. The definition and all comes in a standard books and in a in fact it was there in earlier when we were studying in 9th standard, that time it was there. Okay, that surds is a very important concept when it comes to the any entrance exam such as UPSC, NDA, or any entrance exam which you do it after 11th, after 12th. So surd is an irrational number. That means it should not be a rational number. It should not belongs to a rational number. Having nth root x form where n is a positive integer not equal to 1 and that radicand being positive real number. This is the third definition. Is it clear to you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, good. Now, the definition of a surd, once it get cleared, then I have only square roots given in textbook, and in exemplar problem book, you could see this sort of things are given. Cube root 2, fourth root 2, 12th root 32, 12th root 32. Some children are still under confusion. They are writing 4 root 2 like this. This is 4 into root 2, 4 root 2. But this is 4th root 2. This is fourth root of 2. Fourth root of 2. This is 4 times of root 2. There is a difference between 4 times of root 2, which means 4 into root 2. This is fourth root of 2. Fourth root of 2 means 2 to the power 1 upon 4. 2 to the power 1 upon 4. Okay, this is an exponential form and this is radical form. Fourth root 2 is a radical form. And if you write like this, 4 root 2, if you write like this, 4 root 2, this is wrong. 4 root 2 is not the way of writing. It should be inside that curve portion, that bent portion. Okay, smartly it is written to be written inside. Okay, that is the way of writing. Now 4 root 2 is index 4, cubed root 2 index is 3, 12th root 2 index is 12, and they are asking us to multiply, which is not possible unless until they all to be brought to the same index. Okay, is it clear now? Thumbs up. Children, are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think voice is reaching slow. Okay, for you all. Now I am wiping it out. If you want to note down faster or a screenshot. You take a screenshot and later you can write down. Now I am erasing all this. Now see, cubed root of 2, how to convert it into the LCM of this indexes. LCM of index, plural is
Sorry, LCM will be
indices.
12.
LCM of indices 3, 4 and 12. LCM is 12. So how to bring this into the form of 12th root of? That is the question comes. Okay. So I will tell you for this in detail. Then rest of the things we will write it. See, 2 power 1 by 3 is given to us. And we are looking for writing 2 power dash by or something by 12. Isn't it? When I am writing 1 by 3 with the denominator 12, what must be the numerator?
4.
Very
4.
good. It is 4, which is just like finding equivalent fractions, which you have done in 7th standard. So 1 by 3, writing with the denominator 12 gives numerator 4. Now I got that 4 here. After writing 4 here, I will take that 4 inside and I will take outside 1 by 12. Is this is okay? Right?
Yes, sir.
Crayons?
Yes, sir.
Your thumb impression is
Yes,
bottom
sir.
down. Any doubt? Okay?
No, sir.
Good. So this 4 by 12 I am writing as 4 into 1 by 12, where I learnt of a power m whole power n law of the powers or law of indices or law of exponents, stating that a power m whole power n is a power m into n. So I'm using the same concept. From reverse I'm writing. I'm writing in reverse. I'm writing 4 into 1 by 12 as taking 4 inside, outside as 1 by 12. Now this 1 by 12 becomes the 12th root of 2 power 4. Okay, that's how here I have got a inside radicand being 2 power 4. Is this is clear?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yeah. If you want to note down along with me. Okay, I'll be giving maybe 1 minute, 30 seconds, 40 seconds time. Okay, you can write down. Now I will ask from you only what will be the 4th root 2 with the index 12.
Sir, 12th root 2
Raised to 3.
power 3.
Very good. Perfect. Perfect. Have you understood here? Now we will write rest
Yes,
of the
sir.
other into the index 12. Okay. Now I am bringing it into fourth root 2 to the index 12. This base remains same, but rise to the power 3.
3.
Sir, 3.
3, sir.
Correct na? Next.
Three.
What about 12th root 32 to the index 12?
1. 1.
Sir, 12 through 2 raised to 5.
12th root
5.
2 raised to 5,
32,
sir.
12th root 32 remains with the 12th root only because index is same again. I want 32 only. That 32 can be written as 2 power 5. Is it clear? Now I will multiply this one, and this one. So product of 12th root 2 power 4 into 12th root 2 power 3 into 12th root 32. Now they all come under one umbrella of 12th root. That under same umbrella they are all brought into. Now 32 I have written as 2 power 5, which is equals to 12th root of 2 power 12. Why? Because you know you have already learned a power m into a power n is a power m plus n. When two exponential numbers with the same base are multiplied, then powers are added. So 4 plus 3 plus 5 gives 12. So it is 12th root of 2 power 12. 12th root of 2 power 12 is?
2.
Any doubt about this? If you have doubt, do raise your hand.
No, sir.
That is how the right answer becomes
Sir.
B. Okay. Even not only doing operations on this surds of different indices, comparison of surds with the different indices is done after bringing all those surds into the same index. Understood? Operations between the surds is done only when the surds are brought to the same index. That is important thing. Now, moving on to the, no, I'm not allowing Prajwal Galigauda for annotation. I'm declining here. So let's move on to the question number 23. So coming to the question number 23, if A, its coordinate points are given 1, 6, B 0, 5, C 3, 0, D 7, 0, and O 0, 0 are plotted on the graph paper. If they are plotted, they are not asking you to plot. If they are plotted, then the points on the y-axis, very simple children, the moment they say points on y-axis will have their abscissa, abscissa, abscissa as
Sir,
0.
points on y-axis will have their x coordinate as 0.
That's very good. It's abscissa we call. X coordinate is also called as abscissa. Their abscissa is 0. That means x coordinate is 0. Watch which are those. B has got
0, 5.
abscissa 0. O
D and O.
has, yes, O has abscissa 0. So these 2 points alone will lie on y-axis. So right option is D. Understood? That's how you have to tap the knowledge. Now tell
Sir,
me
origin-
which points lies on the x-axis?
Sir,
C and D, sir.
A, C, and D, and O as well.
No, A
C,
won't
D.
lie on
C,
axis
C,
account.
and D.
C and D.
Only C and D.
C only C and D, sir.
Correct.
Sir, CDO.
O will be not there because O will be on O ordinate.
Not just C and D, along with O also. C, D, O. Perfect. Somebody
But
said
sir, O
corrected
will.
correctly. So points lie on x-axis will be C, D, and O.
O.
Now let's move on
Sir,
to the
O will be
question.
lying on O ordinate, na sir.
It will lie
In
on
middle,
origin.
in middle of the that one more ordinate is there, which is O ordinate.
O will lie on
Dear,
origin.
ordinate is another name for the y coordinate. Okay. Ordinate is another name given for the y coordinate. Y coordinate is called ordinate. But this is a point having both coordinates. Okay. Both coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinate, are abscissa and ordinate. So O lies as a point of intersection of both the axes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Singular is axis, x-axis, y-axis. Plural of the word axis is axis. A-X-E-S, axis. We say XY axis. XY axis means both the axes. So for the x-axis and y-axis, their point of intersection perpendicular which is done is at O, 0, 0. Now, moving on to the question number 24. Ordinate of all the points on the y-axis. It's a very tricky question. Okay.
D.
Yeah.
Because they have asked ordinate on y-axis.
Very good. So on y-axis, I will have y, o, y dash. Remember, if I take any point on y-axis, its abscissa is 0, but y coordinate will be some number. Maybe it is positive above the origin. Above the O origin or below the origin will be, it is negative. Abscissa is only 0. Ordinate can be some number. So right answer is any number. Okay. Then moving on to the
It asks x.
yes, child. Yes, child. Virupanna was asking doubt. Tell me, Virupanna.
I not understood these questions.
See, child, try to understand. If I take any point, it will have x coordinate, y coordinate, correct? So for a point, x coordinate and y coordinate will be there. But if a point lies on any one of the axes, for example, if it is lying on x-axis, let's say here it is lying, and it is lying from origin at a distance of 3 units. So then that point will be 3 units, which is x coordinate we call, comma, that point is from the x-axis no distance away. It is there on that only. So its ordinate becomes 0. If a point lies on x-axis, then the perpendicular distance from it to the x-axis is 0 only. We call any point lying on x-axis will have its y coordinate 0. That's why equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. But if any point lies on y-axis, then its abscissa is 0 or its x coordinate is 0, and there will be a number for its y coordinate. So any point lying on y-axis will have its x coordinate 0. So that's why we call equation of y-axis as x equal to 0. Equation of y-axis is x equal to 0. But he is asking a point lying on y-axis, what does its y coordinate? Ordinate is another name for y coordinate. What will be the value of y coordinate? See, if any point is lying on y-axis, I can say its x is 0. That is, its abscissa is 0. For about ordinate, we don't have any fixed value. It can be varies from any number to, that is, it can be positive number when it is above the origin. It is negative number when it is below the origin. If it is here, let's say -5, then its point will be written as 0 comma -5, where x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is -5. If it lies here, let's say at 4, then its coordinates are 0 comma 4. Its x coordinate is 0. Y coordinate can be any number. Understood, Virupanna?
Yes, sir.
So no
Yes, sir.
fixed value for the y coordinate when it lies on a y-axis, but its x coordinate is guarantee 0. Now moving on to the question number 25. Question number 25 is simple question. Every rational number, it is, I have taught you like this, natural numbers. All natural numbers are included in whole numbers along with extra 0. All whole numbers are included in integers along with negative numbers, -1, -2, like that. All integers are included in rational numbers along with the numbers such as 2/3, -7/11, like that. Okay. All these rational numbers are included in, okay, real numbers. Along with them, irrationals are there. So every rational number, can I call it as a whole number? If someone says every rational number is a whole
No,
number,
sir.
then what do you call -1, -2? Are they whole numbers? No.
No, sir.
So I always say every inside
Real
is a
numbers,
part
sir.
of the outside. Understood? This inside
Yes, sir.
one is part of the outside one, we say, not the vice versa. Okay?
Yes, sir.
It is something like your bathroom is part of your room. Your room is part of your house. Your house is part of your colony. Your colony is part of Bijapur. Bijapur is part of Karnataka. I cannot say whole Karnataka is part of your bathroom. Is it possible?
No, sir.
That is wrong. So vice versa is
sir.
not correct. Okay? Your kitchen or your room or your house is a part of Karnataka, not vice versa. So here every rational number cannot be whole, cannot be natural, cannot be integer. It can be a part of
Real
only
number.
real number. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So that's how it comes. Oh, many people are started laughing. Huh? Nice, nice, nice. So, acha, I gave example of like that. Your bathroom, Karnataka is not part of whole bathroom. Yeah. Then, so with this we have completed all MCQ questions. Now we will move on to the questions of section B. What does this section B? There are 3 marks questions. Find 3 rational numbers between 1 by 6 and 1 by 5. Most of you have correctly done 1 by 6 and 1 by 5. If you want to find out numbers between them, 2 procedures are there. That is finding LCM of these denominators 6 and 5, which is 30. Now bringing them to the same denominator, then 1 by 6 becomes 5 by 30. 1 by 5 becomes 6 by 30. Now to write between 5 by 30 and 6 by 30, we are immediately not able to find. Take the suitable multiple. Take the suitable,
120 as a denominator, sir.
yes, suitable multiple of 30, so that you could find the rational numbers. Okay. Now, suppose if I consider multiple of 30 as 300. Now, I am writing 1 by 6 as the denominator of 300. Then this becomes 50 by 300, where 1 by 5 with the denominator 300 if I write, then this becomes 60 by 300. Correct now?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
you
Okay,
can
sir.
find many as you want. 50 by 300 to 60 by 300. You have got many. 51 by 300, 52 by 300, and so on.
53.
Like 59 by 300. You can find so many. Amongst this, you give any 3 fellows. That is sufficient. Understood? This is one method. And another method also done by many, somewhere around 5-6 members. What is that another method? Shall I wipe it out?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, another method is, let's say you have got a line segment and you wanted to find midpoint. How to find the midpoint? Using a perpendicular bisection technique. So the midpoint, suppose if you find that midpoint is always is the center of A and B, which means if I have 1 by 6 and 1 by 5, 1 by 6 and 1 by 5, in between them whichever comes, that is the midpoint of this 1 by 5 and 1 by 6. We find by finding an average. Sum of them by 2 gives this point. So if you find 1 by 6 plus 1 by 5, it is 11 by 30. Am I right? 11 by 30?
Sir, 11 by 60.
Upon 2. Yet I have not done. Is this 1 by 5 plus 1 by 6 is 1 by 11 by 30 only now? Okay.
Yes, sir, it's correct.
So
Sir,
finally, it
11
is
by 60 will come, sir.
30 comes down and it becomes 11 by 60. So this O is 11 by 60. One number I found. How to find rest of them? You find between A and O the another midpoint. Okay. So the moment you add 1 by 6 and 11 by 60 upon 2, that gives another midpoint. How to find midpoint between O and B? Same way. Add 11 by 60 to 1 by 5 and divided by 2. You are finding all the times midpoints by finding average. So this way you can find this. Okay.
Sir, I
Any
have
doubt?
done another way.
Yeah.
Can I tell it?
Uh,
Sir,
who?
I have done
Nikhil's one.
Nikhil.
Yeah. What way you did, Nikhil? Tell me, Nikhil.
Sir, I did x plus d
Okay.
where y is greater than x
Okay.
and d is equal to y minus x divided by n plus 1.
X plus D, where?
Y is greater than x
Okay.
and d is equal to y minus x
Okay.
divided by n plus 1.
What is this n plus 1?
N is the number of rational numbers to find.
Okay. N is the number of rational numbers to be found. Okay.
Yes, sir.
To be found. Okay. So y is x plus d, you mean?
Not
Yes,
y,
y is-
sir. Y is greater than x.
Yeah, y is greater than x is a one condition.
Yes, sir.
Another condition is d equals to y minus x upon n plus 1.
Yes, sir.
And what is this x plus d?
Sir, this x plus d is one rational number between these two rational numbers, and x plus 2d is the second rational number between these two rational numbers, and x plus 3d is the third rational number between these two rational numbers.
Okay, dear. And did you find this technique or do you have got any reason for this?
Sir, I found it in a textbook from All-in-One.
Oh.
They have given this method.
Okay. Of class 9th or class 10th?
Of class 9th, sir.
Child, I'll tell you. Have you ever heard arithmetic progression?
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
There is a one chapter called arithmetic progression in class 10th. And
Yes, sir.
based on that concept, this technique is derived. It is a progression.
Okay. sir.
For example, if I take, let's say, odd numbers. 3,
Yes, sir.
2 more than 3 is 5. 2 more than 5 is 7. Here difference, the D is called common difference.
Okay, sir.
And D is always a common difference between two consecutive terms of arithmetic progression. So this technique is derived from that technique. I mean, from the concept of
Okay, sir.
arithmetic progression. Okay. Normally, this technique we will never discuss because children do not know what is arithmetic progression. Right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. But it's something like a very fruitful knowledge you have learned. But
Yes, sir.
I normally prefer children not to mug up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If it is mugged
Okay,
up, very tough again. Okay. See, there is only
Yes,
5
sir.
minutes left for us to complete the show. Let's go back to the question number 27. Shall I?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. Good. So coming to the question number 27. Question number 27 is the same technique which I have done. Arrange in descending order. Now, I want one of you explaining it. Explaining it, not doing alone. Explaining. I want you teaching, like a teaching on board.
Sir, can I tell?
Who is that boy?
Sir, Chandru.
Chandru. So I will allow you for annotation. Will you able to write properly?
Sir, I will tell.
Do you have anyone like pen, tablet to write on your screens?
No, sir.
None of you have
No,
that?
sir.
Okay.
No,
And,
sir.
if you no one has got, Chandru is giving permission. Yes, I will give you permission for you to annotate or you can explain. Annotate, I am approving.
Yes.
Yes, you can start up.
Sir, first we should make all their root number as same. We should
Children,
find LCM.
children, I will bring one more word. Roots number Allah. It is index. Third will have index and radicand. Fourth root 5. In that 4 is an index, 5 is a radicand. Find the LCM of indices. Plural of index is indices. Very good. Nicely writing. LCM of indices is 12. Perfect. Perfect. Now, fourth root 5 is written as?
Sir, fourth root 5
Shall I help
can be
you?
written as
You can tell, I will write.
12th.
Okay, I understand you are having problem.
Yes, sir.
I will
Yes, sir.
stop here.
Sir, it
when I
can
told you.
be.
Sir, can I help?
Fourth root 5. Children, if you have got a pen tablet, like writing,
Sir,
then it would have been easy.
Sir, I will help you.
12th root of, tell me what you want to write.
12th root 5
5 raised to 3.
cube 5 cube.
Very good. 5
5
cube. Right. Kirtan, you are writing 5 cube.
Sure.
Hmm.
Sir, 5 cube.
Yeah, 5 cube. Kirtan is trying hard.
Sir,
Good.
this line is
No,
not.
Bharat, I'm not allowing you. One can do it. Kirtan. 6 root
Sir,
7.
6th
Sir.
root 7.
6 root 7. Bapre. Acha, he is also doing. Do it fast. Do it fast. Why? Because we have only 4-5 minutes.
6th root 7 is equal to 12th root 7 square.
Child, shall I stop Kirtan? I'll start my
Okay, sir.
annotation. 6th root 7 is 12th root of.
12th root 7 square.
Very good. So it is 5 cube, 7 square, and this is 12th root of 3 remains as 12th root of 3. This is.
Sir, we should find values of
125.
125. 12th root 49.
12th root of 3. Now tell me, descending order is easy, na?
Yes, sir.
Descending
Sir,
order.
12th root 120. 12th root
125 comes first.
125.
That means 4th root 5 comes first. It is bigger.
Sir, 12th root 49. Sir,
Yes, 12th
6th
root
root 7.
49 comes means 6th root 7 comes next.
12th
Finally,
Sir,
12th root 3.
12th root 3.
Understood? So this is the way of doing. Now question number 28. Question number 28. See, it will get over. After 2 minutes are there. Let me complete faster. See, children, without plotting, ordinate I gave you first to put you under confusion. It is actually minus
Sir,
3
first
comma
one
5.
will line.
Yes,
scope.
this is minus 5 comma minus 3. And this is minus 5 comma plus 3.
Second ordinate. Second.
You know,
First one is
positive,
second.
positive,
Sir, second, third, and second.
negative, positive,
Second ordinate, sir,
negative,
first one.
negative.
First one second, sir.